We're about 20 miles from the Gulf of Mexico at Raymond James Stadium, just north of downtown Tampa, as we bring you the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. On the visitors' sideline, the Steelers head coach Mike McCarthy. His guys at 3-2 here in the early part of the season. His counterpart on the Bucs sideline is Todd Bowles. His team fell on the road last week trying to turn things around in front of the home folks here.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen with you, the veteran Chris Boswell, getting things started. And off we go from Tampa. And he'll get this to the 24-yard line. That's where the opening drive of the game will begin. Baker Mayfield brings the Buccaneers out. Greg, he's 31 now, year 9 in the league. Former #1 overall pick out of Oklahoma back in 2018.
You know, it's funny, some games you can look at the box score and you have a pretty good feeling who won. And last week, not one of them. I mean, to throw for 3 touchdowns, no picks, you'd expect that team to win, but they just didn't get the performances and the production from those around him. So he needs to continue to play at that level, continue to bring along the rest of his teammates. If they can get a more collective performance similar to his, now I think they've got a real shot to have success.
They run with the Oregon man. It's Bucky Irving. Able to make one man miss, but that's all. They get him. Take him down behind the line. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. It's Otten in motion. Throwing on 2nd down, Mayfield. And he's not going to be able to escape the rush here. He goes down. That is T.J. Watt. He works his way in, and that's now 5 sacks for him on the year. They send Godwin in motion. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Mayfield. Pass thrown deep for Godwin.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
Oh, hello. He is stopped in his tracks on that one. They made sure that return was not going any farther. He keeps rolling. Aaron Rodgers leading the Steelers out. Hard to believe, Greg, it's year 22, his 2nd in Pittsburgh, and teaming up again with his former head coach, Mike McCarthy.
Here we have a guy, Mike, just really coming off a tremendous outing last week. It seemed like everything was working for him in that win. The early rhythm he was able to establish, he rode that to the final whistle. They had an answer for everything the defense threw at him. He continues to stay one step ahead and continues to protect the ball at this rate. This is going to be a hard group to beat.
At the 29-yard line.
First down run, netted 3, so we've got a 2nd and 7 here. They'll run with Dowdle. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So 3rd down, forthcoming.
Winfield on the tackle. A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
From the gun, Rodgers. He gets this one complete to Pittman. He's going to have the first down, so they convert on third down with a pickup of 9. Now Dowdle. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line.
A gain of 15.
15-yard pickup
First down,
there.
Steelers.
That's a Steeler first down. On the ground, it's Dowdle. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Going to stop this here for injury. One of the Buccaneers is down. Good play calling rhythm. Drive continues. Another 1st and 10. Here's a carry for Dowdle. And this time they are ready for it. Thrown for a loss. And it's 2nd down.
We know from talking to these coaches this week, Mike, that they think they got themselves a steal. They got this young rookie maybe a little later in the draft than a lot of people expected. And I'll tell you what, they're not complaining. They think they've got themselves a starter and a star for a long time.
And this is going to work out a little better. He'll get 9 on that one, but they're going to need to convert on 3rd down.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd down.
From the shotgun, it's A-Rod. That'll be caught. It's Metcalf. And the Steelers are going to be set up with 1st and goal. He is down at the 6.
At the 6-yard line.
Big time pitch and catch there on 3rd down to extend this drive. Feels like they've got to come away with 6. You want to strike first. It'll go a long way in determining how the rest of this game plays out.
A run on 1st and goal. And he's going to lose yardage here. Taken down back at the 8.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and goal at the Buccaneers' 8-yard line.
More after this. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. 0-0 is the score. We'll have more from Tampa after this. The Steelers with the football to begin the 2nd quarter as they come up now 2nd and goal. Now they'll pitch it out here. Not a lot of room to work there. Well played by the defense. And they set themselves up for 3rd and goal.
And after putting together what's been a long and methodical drive, they suddenly find themselves on the verge of potentially stalling out. So this defense, they can get a stop here. I would feel like a pretty big win on a drive that's largely been dominated by the offense.
Contact as he delivered it there, and the pass is incomplete. Good job defensively to make sure he could not find the throwing lane, and it sets up 4th down.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is,
and this will pay off. It is caught. Michael Pittman. Touchdown, Steelers. That his 2nd TD catch of the season.
You know, Mike, I think we're going to see a lot of this. And you know why? It's the new kickoff rule. So think about it. In the old days, you'd kick a field goal, you'd kick a touchback, and your opponent would have the ball on the 20. You didn't give up as much field position, but you only got 3 points. Nowadays, you go for 3 points and you kick a touchback. They get the ball on the 35. It's almost 30 yards of field position. You're just better off going for touchdowns when you get in here tight.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Here comes a return from the 3. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Baker Mayfield and the Bucks ready to get back to work. And he is right up there in touchdown passes, as you see on that graphic, currently second in the NFL at this point in the season. Baker gonna give it to Irving. Has an opening, past the 40, and he'll be taken down. Terrific starter there, gain of 15, and a first down.
That's good for a first down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Right back to Irving. Not much happening there, just a short gain.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
He'll quickly get this over to McMillan. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
That's Ibuka in motion. From the gun, it's Mayfield. Got a man, it's Ibuka, complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line.
23 yards.
That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get a conversion on third down. Momentum building here. On this drive, they go again, 1st and 10. Over the middle, that's Godwin. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
That's another Buccaneers first down.
A give. This is Irving. And good hard running there. He'll push his way forward. Gain of about 5.
Tackle made at the 12-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd
They'll break the huddle.
5.
It's 2nd and 5. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. That's complete to his running back, Kenneth Gainwell. This drive's going to continue. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 1st and goal for his team.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
2 minutes remaining. First half in a 7-0 game. Greg and I back from Tampa after a timeout. A chance here to draw level before the break. It's 1st and goal. Throwing is Baker. Oh, a man wide open. He's got it. Cade Otton. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. That's his 1st touchdown this year. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
This is fielded inside the 5. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. Pittsburgh coming back out on the field. And wide receiver Michael Pittman in the offense getting back to work. Getting towards mid-October, starting to feel like football with the weather. And as Sunday night comes here, week 6, one that sounds like a late season game. Dallas and Green Bay eager to see what Micah Parsons can do there. And on Monday night, the game is in Santa Clara as the 49ers will host the Washington Commanders. A-Rod now to throw on 1st down. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short. Rodgers saying, let's go, trying to get him to the line.
And it's third down.
They'll try and run it here with Warren. Needs to get to the 35. I'm not sure he got there. Defense thinks he is short, and he is. It is fourth down.
That's just a great job defensively, Mike. Here's a chance they have to get off the field. They sell out for the run. They know it's coming, and they're able to force a fourth down.
No move for the punt team. The offense staying out there for fourth down. They're indeed going. It's Rodgers. Going over the middle and taken in by Pittman. Trying to work quickly here and put the pressure on the defense. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Pat Fryermuth, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up second down. Rodgers. That's complete. It's Metcalf. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
A gain of 36 yards. And a Steeler first down.
Again, it's Rodgers. Here's a shot toward the end zone. This one batted away. It's incomplete. Good hands there in the end zone. And that'll bring up second down.
Up second and 10 at the 24-yard line.
To the air once more. It's Rodgers. That one knocked away. And it's incomplete. He was looking for Michael Pittman with that one. And it's going to bring up third down. They'll throw again. Here's Rodgers. That one incomplete. Coverage outstanding there. Able to jar the ball free in a big spot. And now it is fourth down.
On for the field goal. A 41-yard attempt.
Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers get 3 here late in the first half to take the lead.
You know, if it's 4th and 1, 4th and 2, you're at least entertaining the thought of going for it. But I think with what they were remaining left there, half winding down, I do think I'm okay with their taking those points.
And it'll be brought down past the 20. Decent field position to start this drive.
26-yard line.
Buccaneers offense heading out. Their offensive coordinator is Zach Robinson. Zach, the OC for the Falcons last couple of years before moving here in the division to the Bucs back in January. On 1st and 10, here's Baker. That is brought in by Ibuka. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield.
And a first down. First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Mayfield to throw it here on first down. Back to the rookie, Ted Hurst. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
16 yards.
The Buccaneers forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in half number one. In some rhythm, good drive rolling. Here's another first and 10. Oh, in trouble, and down he goes. So Chase McLaughlin will come in, and they'll try a field goal.
Brings up second and 20 at the Steelers.
That one's on target, and it is good from the other side of midfield. One of the longest field goals in NFL history.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Our look at the NFL starts now. It begins in the mile-high city of Denver. The Broncos at home to take on the Super Bowl champs, the Seattle Seahawks. And this is JSN, Jackson Smith and Jigba. He's going to bring this one in, and away he goes. 69 yards for the touchdown catch. The Seahawks improved to 4-2 on the year with another win. From there, why don't we go to Cleveland? Let's check in on the Browns as they host the Baltimore Ravens. And this is Zay Flowers. He's going to run the deep route here and pull it in. 42 yards for the touchdown. The Ravens trying to move to 5-1, and they're playing well. They have the lead again at the half. Lastly, let's take a look at our Week 6 impact player thus far. A lot of candidates to choose from, but we'll go with this man. And this is Dalton Schultz. He's going to find a seam in the middle of the field and haul it in. A 55-yard touchdown. The Texans come away with the victory, leaving the Jaguars with a split in their back-to-back London games. And with that, a look now at the rest of the action around the NFL here in week number 6. Meanwhile, in our game, we expected a tight one, and we got it, all even at the break. As we send you back out to the broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to kickoff of this second half. Could not ask for more from that first half. All even as we begin quarter number 3. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. So the Steelers back on the field. Rico Dowdle and company with their next possession. Getting towards mid-October, starting to feel like football with the weather. And as Sunday night comes here, week 6, one that sounds like a late season game. Dallas and Green Bay eager to see what Micah Parsons can do there. And on Monday night, the game is in Santa Clara as the 49ers will host the Washington Commanders. Here's a run to begin this third quarter, and he'll get about 5. Now it appears we've got a Steeler injured on that play. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 5. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And this is going to be a Steelers first down as the tackle is made at about the 43-yard line.
A gain of
It just
9
seems like every
yards.
time this guy touches the
First
ball,
down,
he makes
Steelers.
something happen. And not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2. But it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor. And when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
Past midfield to the 45. Down the sideline to the 20. A big run. They finally get to him and bring him down. So the big play gets him down close. And now it's first and goal. The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts. And they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down. Now to tap this one forward, the receiver heading left. And he'll take it on in. Jeremy Bernard. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. And hold on to that football, young man. That's a keeper. His first NFL touchdown.
That just feels like a big drive, doesn't it, Mike? Here in the second half, you got a tie ball game. Now you're able to get out in front. Let's see how this other team responds, having to play from behind.
We got a ton of time, Greg, but a little momentum feel. Come out of the locker room, take the lead. Now it's up to the other team to climb uphill. So great way, perfect way to get this second half started.
I gave you boys a break, now y'all gotta deal with me. I try to give it
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. A safe kick taken at the 5. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Buccaneers return to the field. Tampa offense including their former first-round pick, Emeka Egbuka. And he has been a big play guy all season. Currently ranked among the best in the NFL in terms of receiving touchdowns. That's Egbuka in motion. They'll run with Irving. And he'll be met in the backfield and drop behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
A second down throw for Mayfield. That's over the middle and caught by Egbuka. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
Third and 6.
Here comes 3rd and 6. Now Mayfield. He's got a man. That's the tight end, Otten. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
For a first down. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
On the ground, it's Irving. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
It's Otten in motion. They'll go again here with Irving. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. A gain of 11 on that one. It's a first down for Tampa Bay.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Off the play fake. It's Mayfield. Get this complete right side to Otten. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
As the Steelers
This is a great example of why teams want to stay out of what they call passing downs, where a defense, in this case, they do. And, man, the play-action pass just works off of that and can really lead to some chunk plays.
It's Otten in motion. On the bootleg, it's Mayfield. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down. Here's Mayfield. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. That's a pair of hookups on this drive. This one goes for 14 yards and a first down.
Another Buccaneers first down. First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
On the handoff, it's Irvin. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
On the tackle.
This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
On second down, Baker. A short one there to Otten. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
A gain of 5 brings up third and 6.
Have to get this to the 20. Here's third down. And they will not run another play. That'll do it. The end of the third. Big play coming up. This is third down. To throw is Mayfield. That is into the hands of McMillan. A huge touchdown there in the fourth quarter, and now just a point away from tying the game.
And that's one of those drives, Mike, where you know your best is needed. Can you come through here late and give your team a chance? They're an extra point away from tying this thing up, and we got ourselves a ball game.
So they're not level yet. A critical extra point attempt to follow. The kick is good, and that will tie this game here in the fourth quarter. All even. Fourth quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. So the Steelers back on the field. Rico Dowdle and company with their next possession. And he's had trouble getting on track in this one. Really limited space to find an opening. The defensive front stopping him multiple times. Generally, he has not been a big factor in this game to this point. They'll begin here on the ground. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. What a way to kick off a drive. That's a gain of 30 and another first down. On first and 10, it's Warren. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7.
From the 42-yard line, here's second down and 7. Play fake to Dowdle, and now Rodgers. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
And 7.
Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. Throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Now Rodgers on 4th down. He gets this one complete to Pittman. And he's going to have the 1st down. An aggressive call there, but it works out as they convert on 4th down. Here's a handoff to Warren. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Once again, it's Warren. Once again, defense giving him nowhere to go. He's going to lose a yard here. That brings up 3rd down.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
On 3rd down, Rodgers. That's going to be incomplete. They cannot hook up there. And that takes us to the 2-minute warning. So out comes the veteran, Chris Boswell, in a big spot. This to grab a late lead. This kick is good. They move out front and take the lead here in the 4th quarter.
And this has been such a tight game, but that's a big one right there. I mean, you need a kicker with confidence. Well, this guy, he fits the bill. He steps up and knocks it through to give his guys a lead here in the 4th quarter.
On the return, it's Kenneth Gainwell. And he'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop. Baker Mayfield and the Bucs ready to get back to work. And I want to take you through the highlights here. They have been plentiful from the quarterback position. Has the offense running at a high efficiency throughout, and will try to sustain it here down the stretch. They'll drop to throw. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
By Jamel Dean.
From the gun, it's Mayfield. That's caught. It's Bucky Irving. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. Godwin working the right side. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. Now the Bucs will take their 1st timeout. That's Ibuka in motion.
49-yard line.
On 1st down is Mayfield. This one batted away. Good coverage there. It's incomplete. They'll try again here. It's 2nd and 10. Back to the air. It's Mayfield. Now, screen set up for Irving. And he is not going to get away. That one blown up in the backfield. Timeout here, Tampa Bay. That is their 2nd. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Mayfield. Pass thrown deep for Godwin. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
Great job there defensively, separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments of the game where you need your best players to step up. And this guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on down.
Finding yourself down to your final timeout, this is the moment. This is the drive that you have to find a way to extend if you're going to claw yourself back into this game. But the defense comes up with a huge stop, and that will all but end this game.
So this one, a win for the visiting Steelers. They're able to build on the solid performance of a week ago, and they make it 2 in a row with the victory here in this one. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.
On one sideline, there's Mike McCarthy, offensive coordinator here in New Orleans from 2000 through 2004. His guys a confident 4-2, a third of the way into this season. And across the field, one of his former Dallas lieutenants who went on to run their own squads, it's Kellen Moore. His guys mired in a losing streak, hoping a trip home is going to help them snap out of it. Kate Scott and Brock Heward with you up here in the booth, and we have got safety Justin Reed handling our opening kick. And we're off and running from New Orleans. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. So the Steeler offense getting out there for its opening drive of the game. They're going to be let out by someone possibly playing his final NFL season. Still going in his early 40s. It is Aaron Rodgers.
He's still taking this game just as seriously as any other, despite, yes, on paper, facing the worst defense in the league. You got to do it because we see it all the time in the NFL. The minute you take something for granted, it's taken from you.
And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Making the stop that time, Kool-Aid McKinstry.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
First down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4. Here's Dowdle again. Nice drive forward, halted after a couple of yards. It's Caden Ellis on that stop.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play. It just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer. Find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
Now Rogers on this 3rd and short. Gets this one to Fryermuth. And he's going to be stopped after a gain of 9. That was what they needed. First down coming up. Now we have a member of the Saints injured after that play and obviously in need of some assistance. 1st and 10 now from the 46. Hand off for Dowdle, running right. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
On 2nd down, Rogers. And he's going to go down deep on his own side at about the 42. Vernon Broughton. And that is their first of this game after they had 3 in last week's defeat.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go and let that pass rush get home.
Will this drive continue? Here comes 3rd down. Rogers to throw. He's in trouble again, and he's going to go down 2nd time on this opening series. That's Pete Werner. And now that brings them to a 4th and 24. Ooh, it's away, but he knows he mishit that one. Headed for the sideline. And there won't be a return here. This punt is out of bounds. They'll say inside the 40. So the Saints offense taking over for the first time here. Bringing them out, the Rookie of the Year runner-up from last season. Here is Tyler Shuck.
This is an instance where we got a good offense, really good offense, but it's running up against a great defense. And for all the success they've had moving the ball this year, they know this will be their stiffest test yet.
I'd say the defense will take this today. They're across the line, handing them a loss, first play of the game. And that right there, an early look at somebody who might just be the impact player in this ballgame.
Yeah, there's no question this strong safety loves to come downhill. Now, as an offense, you've got to adjust. You've got to throw over the top if he's willing to be that aggressive.
Here's Shuck on 2nd. No one open, it looks like, so he's just going to chuck this to a different parish.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. This is Thornton over the middle. And it's going to be 4th down. Great bid for the line. Almost got there, Brock. But just needed that last step or two to pay off. They did not.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And he stops. The call to go for it from their own side backfires on him with a turnover on downs. And now some great field position.
You know, it's almost like the defense heard that call in their helmet themselves. They dialed up the perfect blitz to encircle and cut off that run. And their reward is getting off the field.
Shotgun give now to Dowdle. And he's able to get this down to the 36.
I don't think we're ever going to get away from the stat line of turnovers and winning that turnover margin being the biggest singular key in the NFL, Kate. But I'll tell you what, when you run for 100 yards plus, you win 70% of the time. They did a week ago with this guy, and he's off to an excellent start.
On the counter, Dowdle. Pop behind the line here on 2nd down, which is only going to make things tougher for this 3rd down coming up. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. This finds its target. That's Metcalf. And give him the first down. Winds up with about 6 on that play before he was stopped.
They call third downs money downs for a reason, Kate, because it takes everybody offensively to cash in. Excellent protection. Set the table for the QB to get the completion and the yards necessary.
Now running for the first time with Jalen Warren. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. And they just get the play off. That winds up incomplete and brings an end to our opening quarter. Through one quarter, neither side breaking through on the scoreboard. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the second. Back to the Superdome of Caesar in just a bit. To the air on 3rd and long. Defenders closing in, and they're going to get home here, and they drop him at the 40. And that's going to make it 4th and 18. Here comes Chris Boswell and the Steelers field goal unit. You better get all of this one. It's got a ways to go. The Steelers calling their first timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Oof, best of luck here, guys. It's 4th and pretty far. They'll go for it. Rodgers gonna let this one fly deep downfield. Cut near the goal line. Stopped at the 1. All right, so they're gonna have to get that final yard. They're gonna have to earn it. 1st and goal. Not a distance you see a lot of conversions from, Brock, but on that play, these guys able to defy the odds.
They sure were, and that defense now has got to regroup because I think mentally you get to that down in distance, you feel like you're off the field. Now they've got to respond defensively.
So after that big play, Brock, they need just that final yard here on 1st and goal. Dowdle does not score. They not only stop him, they backed him up a couple of yards. He is quickly making a habit out of wrecking plays, Brock, and it doesn't seem to matter what type of play that is.
It's what the best of them do. We talk about just the versatility of offensive players being dual threats. This guy's a dual threat against the pass, and that time stuffing the run.
2nd down, it's Rodgers. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Steelers. Michael Pittman Jr., his 3rd of the year. Chris Boswell for the point after. Accuracy perfect there as it's center cut. And they've broken this tie. They've taken a 7-point lead.
Saints, nothing. Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Brown with a return here. He's got a lane up past the 30. That's some good work on that run back, Brock. He gets this to the 33. The Saints offense headed back to work, Brock. Let's take a look at their offensive coordinator there, Doug Nussmeier. Man, it's a chance for Nussmeier to face the team who picked him in the 4th round back in that 1994 draft. Spent 4 seasons with these Saints. First down now, ball at the 33. They'll start this drive with Achane. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. So the run goes backwards. What do you think, Brock? Is it time that they start getting a little more aggressive, take some more risks offensively?
Not in my book. You've not earned that right. I think a lot of play callers feel that same way, too. I mean, you get to earn the right to be aggressive and take shots when you can do the basics, like, I don't know, run for a positive gain. This coordinator tried to show some trust and belief in his offense. A run after a negative run? Well, you lose a lot of equity and belief in that coordinator. I don't think he's going to try a 3rd run after back-to-back negative losses.
He puts a Mayer under it deep down the middle. Well, they had the look, certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect. And now they're stuck facing fourth down.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on third down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
Pulled in at the 20. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Steelers send receiver Michael Pittman Jr. out and ready for their next series. They're already on a modest little winning streak here, currently in position to stretch it to 3 games as they take the field again. All right, Steelers to the line now. 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. And this one's going to be picked off, but he dropped it. So almost a one-play drive. Bender couldn't hang on, though, and they're going to feel fortunate coming up on 2nd down now.
Kate, it just kind of feels like they've met their match with this defense. So many plays, well, they just not ended the way they were drawn up. Fortunately, well, their defense is doing the same. You really feel like which offense can get into rhythm is going to find a way to win this game.
Almost a very quick drive, but the drop kick gives him new life. This is 2nd down. Now here's Rodgers. And not able to corral this one. That's going to be ruled his 2nd drop of the game. And it brings up 3rd down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Here's Rodgers. He's hit and taken down. They got him at the 18. And that forces this offense into a 4th and 20. Here's Cameron Johnston to punt it away once more. And he's hit before he can get anything on that return. The New Orleans offense set to go now. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
Shoots away from one. And he hits the lane perfectly for an 8-yard pickup. It's 2nd down.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable 2nd down.
And not going to get a snap here. We have arrived at our 2-minute warning. More from Caesars Superdome in just a moment. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Chuck to throw. Connection is made to Travis Achane. Some nice work here as he pushes forward for 20 plus the first.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
To throw, Shuck. Goes right back to Achane, complete. He's going to be out of bounds there. Defenders make this stop after a gain of about 17. And that is going to give the Saints a 1st down.
Always a fun race up here in the booth between quarterback and receiver to watch. Who sees it first, that opening? If a receiver wins it, that hand's going up in the air, he wants it. Quarterback wins it, passes out before he's even looking for it. And when they both recognize it, you get that. You get a 1st down.
Contact is there. That's going to break up the catch. Incomplete pass.
It's been plays like that that have kept this game scoreless, and they can't execute. They will continue to do so.
Still 10 to go. 2nd down now from the 23. Motioning him from the slot right. Working on 2nd down. Chuck. That's caught right side by Tyson. And he's going to get about 3, but almost nothing after that. Tackle made quickly after he made the catch. 3rd and 7 now after the last catch. Got him 3. Chuck. Back to one of his favorite targets this drive, but incomplete. And that's going to bring up 4th down.
Okay, we've seen this running back pretty busy here early on in the passing game, and not just with checkdowns. You can tell this is going to be part of the game plan, and I don't think one incompletion here to him is going to deter that effort.
Offside, defense.
So they'll decline this and take the results. We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. He fields it from the 8. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Steelers taking over on offense with halftime rapidly approaching. And leading just 7-3, might be better to take a knee and take the lead into the locker room. Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Rodgers set to pass. This is a heater going deep. They connect on the deep shot. And he's all the way home. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Complete to Roman Wilson. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Boswell to add the PAT. Sent right down the middle and good. And the lead up to a much more comfortable 11 points now.
Saints 3. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Brown with a return here. Things going well so far. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. The Saints taking the field for the final time in this first half. Not a whole lot of time left for him to put something together here before the break. It's 1st and 10 for their final drive of the half. We've got 23 seconds remaining. Slot man's in motion right. Back to throw. Shuck. This one's taken in by Thornton. And he's going to manage 13 yards here before going down. That picks them up the first.
13 yards.
The Saints calling for a timeout. They're first.
Good for a Saints. First down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Shuck looking to pass here. Well, they took their shots, but unsuccessful on that first down throw. Swatted away by the defense.
Incomplete.
2nd down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Shuck's going to throw here. Has him on the quick hitter. Good work there, adding a little chunk after that catch as he gets it ahead for 8 yards. Make this 3rd and short. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. So a couple yards to go here after they picked up 8 on that last play. They'll motion the slot man right. Here he is on 3rd and short. It's complete. This is Olave. Near the sideline, and he goes out. Gain of about 4 before he did so. And that is going to be 1st down Saints. Wow, they must really trusted this guy's range. He's out for what would be a very long field goal. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash. So a 1-possession game, Brock, after our first 2 quarters. Now let's throw it over to our pal Scott Hansen. He's got our halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Scott Hansen and our great crew here in the Orlando studios set for an abridged version of the halftime report. This game, to this point, a little slow to begin with, but in the second quarter, the offenses started finding their way. We hope we're set for a great second half, so let's get back out to the stadium and rejoin our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Thanks for that update, Scott. Welcome back, everyone, for the third quarter. Had a 1-touchdown game here as we get you back down to the field.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Brown with a return here. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Head coach Kellen Moore readying his Saints for their next series. They'll try to get that ground game established better than they did in the opening half, Brock. See if they can attack that deficit. New Orleans has the offense set. All right, Brock, here's 1st and 10. On play action now. Shuck. To the left side. Caught by Thornton. The 30. He's at the 10. And he's all the way home. Touchdown, New Orleans. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Chuck and the Saints offense still out there. They're going for 2.
The Saints will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll try to run it in. And in a tight game, they turn to the run, and it rewards them with 2. We're all tied up. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Steelers and running back Rico Dowdle back out now. And the running lanes, and they've been hazardous. Not quite the decorated collection of highlights from him that we're getting a look at here. Those big plays, the explosive runs where he leads an offense, just haven't been there for him in this one. And he'll be stopped after just about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Can lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. On a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Warren here from the gun. He dodged the tackle. For a second, we both thought he'd get the first, but he winds up being just shy of it. Gain of 8, 3rd down.
At the 36-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and inches.
From the gun, a run for Dowdle. And that's going to be close to an outright disaster, Brock, as he winds up losing a ton of yards on the play. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
You know, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return. The Saints come marching onto the field. Well, Brock, it only took them 1 play to reach the end zone last drive. They might have to work a little bit harder this time out. They go play action. It's Shuck. And that's incomplete, only because of the hair fly, though. A good defensive play to bring up 2nd down. First play of the drive, Brock, you always tell me that's always the start of a new battle, and the defense wins round 1 in this series.
Yeah, and this next down kind of sets the table, right? You got to now put yourself in a manageable 3rd down after lack of execution on 1st.
They track him down finally as this play goes for about 20. And it's going to be 1st down New Orleans.
And the Saints, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Staying on the ground here with Achan. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4. Okay, so they sent the blitz, but it almost seemed to backfire there, Brock. They ran through it for a pretty nice gain.
Yeah, because there's a little boom or bust, right? Is an offense, as a QB, if you see that and run away from the blitz, it can be effective like it was there.
Down the sideline inside the 30. And he takes this all the way down to the 24-yard line. Give him 24 yards on that one. And that's good for a new set of downs for New Orleans.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
So read, they hand it to Achan. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2. You know, you've taught me, Brock, sometimes it works, and sometimes, like there, almost nothing from them as they just run it right into the teeth of that blitz.
Yeah, the thing, too, about that success is get ready to see more blitzes. The coordinators love to dial it up.
No one open, it looks like, so he's just going to chuck this to a different pair. Got a man in the area, Brock, but correct me if I'm wrong, I don't think he was trying to hit him there. It looked like he was just getting rid of that football.
Now, I'm not going to correct you. You're right. And that's really a compliment to this defense. You saw the guy. He had his man, but the coverage, well, it was too good, and he didn't trust that throw.
They'll throw. 3rd and long. Short pass brought in. He's got the first down grab and still going. And he gets home. Touchdown, New Orleans. Jordan Tyson. His 5th touchdown now as a rookie. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period. End of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Reed now to kick this one away. His return starts at the 5. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Now the offense getting set to go for the Steelers. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And, man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, okay. And that plunge is going to garner a couple of yards. Jonas Sanker in from the secondary making that stop.
2 yards.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now, 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. On the ground again with Dowdle. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A gain of about 3, so a 1/3 of what they needed. 3rd and 6 coming up.
It's 3rd down.
Rodgers will look to throw. Firing quick, but he is still hit as he let that one go. Good work by the defender affecting that pass. That's going to bring around 4th down.
Cameron Johnston in punt formation for the Steelers.
And he's brought down before the return gets far.
Marion Brown on the return. The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own
Saints to the line
26-yard
now.
line.
1st and 10. Now Shuck to throw. Olave with the catch. And he's going to be brought down before he can really do anything after that catch. So give him, it looks like about 7. All right, we're back, Brock, and it is 2nd down as we kick off our final quarter. And time runs out before we can get another snap here in this 3rd quarter. The Saints have it with a lead. Not a big one, though, trying to carry it through. All right, we're back, Brock, and it is 2nd down as we kick off our final quarter. At the shotgun, they'll give it to Achane. And he's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
3rd down and 4.
Throwing, Shuck. Connects with Johnson. And he's going to be out of bounds and just in the nick of time if you're a defender. Looks like about a step or 2 shy of that line to gain. That brings up 4th and a yard. Takes it in at the 21. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Here's Mike McCarthy sending the Steeler offense back to the field. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start the drive with Warren. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
2nd and 6.
4 yards on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Warren once more. And he'll scrape together a few yards, but not much. Third down coming up. Well, partner, you know me and my positivity. Give them credit for their spirits. They tried to bring it against the best run defense in the NFL this week, but that try has been soundly defeated.
Yeah, this defense served them a nice slice of humble pie in that run game at the line of scrimmage.
The throw right side, caught by Bernard. And he's going to be hauled to the ground with a first down in tow, Brock. Give him 9 on that play.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Pittsburgh.
Now Rodgers. Finds Metcalf there over the middle. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
And the Steeler first down.
Here's the give to Dowdle. They wind up with a quality 16-yard pickup on that play. They get the first down, too.
He was brought down at the
Really, 2 elements needed to hit big on this play, Kate. Number 1, you got to sell it. Right, you really got to sell and get that defense moving. And then secondly, you got to execute. You got to get a body on a body so that running back can get loose.
And hopefully a bit of a wake-up for their ground game. It's a solid pickup there on the play. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
At the 22-yard line.
So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in New Orleans. Steelers down by 7. Second and 6 coming up here. To throw, Rodgers. Left side, caught by Metcalf. And he picks up about 6 on the play. Stopped, though, right near the marker. Didn't get it, third down.
Hey, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes, just like that.
A nice gain of 8 there, and that brings them to 1st and goal.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
Back to throw. Cut near the goal line. And he's going to be hit almost immediately after making the catch. It's going to be about a 6-yard pickup.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards into double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
On 2nd down, Rodgers. Shakes himself free. Pressure's going to get there, and he goes down. The Steelers calling their first time out. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
It's 3rd down and goal.
Defense in the dime now, clinging to that lead. Looking to throw it. Catch is made in close. And it's going to be 4th down. Great effort there, right? With the completion, but he's still well short of what they needed. All right, got a timeout here. Just 8 seconds remaining in our ball game.
Never eat shredded wheat. Northeast, south, and west, right, Kate? And I like on 3rd downs, north and south. You start going east to west and eating that wheat, you could run into problems just like that.
Could be our final play here, or a turnover would stop the clock. Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. And that's going to wind up incomplete as their gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
On first down, they're going to start out with A-Chain. They're going the wrong direction. He's going to be sent backwards to their own 3. And with 2 seconds remaining in our contest, we're going to see what both teams decide to do with this final play.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
With the win in hands, they'll take the knee, let this clock run out. So fans starting to stream from the Superdome to the French Quarter as it's a win for the Saints. Man, they were facing a top 5 defense this week, Brock, but they made them look anything but.